There's that track screen.
Bounce it for Boston. Boston lays it in. It's a 2-point game.
The screen and the delivery.
That is just that signature Caitlin Clark shot. She will launch. Oh, yes! Caitlin Clark's fifth three. 5-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Under 20 seconds to go in the first half. Atlanta has led for nearly the entirety of it. Fever are back within 4. Clark bouncing. Boston finishing. Austin's been held to 4 points in the first half. Here is Clark. Launches and hits. Clark inside. Hull runs into traffic. Flips it up. Draws a foul. And one. Lexi Hull. The circus shot goes.
She is in incredible shape. Canada on the floor. This is not how Atlanta is going to look as the season goes on, playing with 2 bigs. I think they'll make some adjustments, but they are doing a good job playing with 2 bigs so far.
There's Clark turning the corner, getting to the rim and drawing the foul.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a phenomenon. The moment she steps on the court, she changes the game.
Everything going through Howard in the overtime. Howard on Hull. Howard spins, fades, fires, and puts Atlanta in front. Inside, they feed Boston. Screw by on her. Boston backing and turning and gets deep position. Look at Clark, looking to push. Ahead for Fag Benley. Level again. Beautiful. Injured and not available. Here is Charles. Inside for Howard, who hangs and finishes.
She's 4 for 4. 3 for 4 here in the second.
Clark leaning into Canada, just got it up off the glass and got it to go. She'll still scoreless since the first quarter. She'll on the drive, scoop shot, and gets the roll. Get Boston able to tip it ahead to Nalissa Smith. That was really intelligent. Oh, and Smith, the spin, the drop, step, and finish. 18-point deficit. It was trimmed down to 2 in that game. Here's Gray on the drive and the athletic finish.
1-on-1 for Boston. Spins away from the help. That's a big-time post move right there.
5 remain. The Fever know they are going to be playoff bound, but where they finish is another question. Today will go a long way in helping determine that.
Her presence demands attention, and her impact is felt from the opening tip to the final buzzer. What stands out first is her range. Caitlin doesn't just shoot threes. She launches from way beyond the arc with total confidence. Her shot selection might make coaches nervous, but when the ball keeps dropping, all you can do is shake your head in amazement.
To find their spot on the roster. Biggest lead was 4 for Atlanta. The biggest lead for Indiana, who was now the assistant for Atlanta. Very familiar with her game.
And Angel, Jaylen Brown is one of those players who scored 21 points against Indiana while she was with them.
And that's short as well for Naz Hill. Full court pass and the bucket.
She is putting on a clinic in the paint, and those are not easy shots over Leah Boston.
She can score in a myriad of ways. Might want to patent that scoop that we saw in the last one, as Jones has 11 points. Atlanta Dream Latoya Sanders spent her time collegiately at North Carolina for Carl Smesco and his staff that he's leaned on in his first year. Brandy Poole, that spent time at Dallas. Chelsea Lyles, who he coached with at Florida Gulf Coast, and Cameron Brown, as the offense was even better.
But it started with the turnover, and right to Bree Jones with a nice pass to Walker Kimbrough, who slips back door.
But that's something that Stephanie White knows all too well. Angel Gray Tabitha Turner and Autumn Johnson here with you for the final preseason.
And Walker Kimbrough just coming off of career highs with Washington last season.
Points, assists, and the bucket for Tahina Powell. 9, leading up in her first 10 seasons.
And as you get older, Angel, I mean, VG still can do production in the paint as Natasha Howard.
Defenders are forced to guard her the second she crosses half court, and even that might be too late. Her handle, smooth, smart, and fearless. She reads defenders like a book, controls pace like a veteran, and creates space with a mix of skill and confidence. She's always one step ahead, orchestrating plays like a true floor general.
Get it at Caitlin Clark. Clark dumps it down. Hull lays it in.
Caitlin Clark running a masterclass right now for the Indiana offense.
But then to run interference in front of Bree Jones so she can't get out and contest and head always up to lift.
They like running her off this Iverson cut into a ball screen.
Clark. Yes! Indiana's gone from up 7 to down 7. The Fever had all of the energy early on. Championship medal of Las Vegas on full display, and Clark dropping a 3.
Such a thing of beauty. You want to get 2 or 3 closeouts each possession, and if you do that, you're probably going to have a team in rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark, step back 3. She connects.
I mean, this is beautiful. Watch this. Drives a longer, quicker.
Clark, so smooth.
Oh, and it's Clark with a steal. Clark off to the races. Sims giving chase. She won't get there.
McKinley working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Logo make for Clark.
The Indiana Fever. They make sure that the ball moves around until it gets back in the hands.
I like the play call. You put the ball in Ryan Howard's hands, let her run some point. Just give Indiana a different look offensively.
Damaris Dantas.
Clark trying to shake Wickham. Step back, it's good. In the mid-range for Caitlin Clark.
These 3 gold medalists as Boston dips inside and can't finish. Boston wrestling through a triple team. Here is Clark off the screen, launches, and drops a triple.
Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists.
This is now the 5th straight game for the Fever with 40 or more points in the paint. That would be back at 44.
Remember, 11 roster spots, and that's why you got to stay ready on the end of the bench. You don't know when your number's going to get called.
Well, bad pass. It's Clark with the steal. She'll fake the 3 and just blow by Talbot, but misses at the rim. Boston picks up 4 and a foul.
And the intensity. Clark plays with an edge. You can see it in her eyes, in her body language, in the way she celebrates a big shot or fires up her teammates. She's a leader, a competitor, a player who refuses to back down. This isn't just highlights, it's history. Every move, every pass, every deep 3 is a reminder that we're watching greatness unfold in real time. Caitlin Clark is more than a star. She's a generational talent rewriting what's possible in